Welcome to a train simulator route learning video. There may be some discrepancies between my commentary and what is represented in Train Simulator. This video is intended to be as true to real life as possible. Welcome aboard the 1600 First ScotRail Glasgow Queen Street to Edinburgh Waverley service. I'm Andrew, your driver for today, and Peter is guarding the service. Our head code is 1 Romeo 36 this 2010 December afternoon. Head code 1 means we are an express, so should hopefully be given route and signalling priority. From platform 6 our start signal is showing clear with a U indicating that we are taking the up E and G line, which involves crossing over as we enter Queen Street High Level Tunnel. Local instructions state that when crossing over from any bay platform their speed must be no greater than 15 miles per hour, whilst the permitted line speed in the station is 20 miles per hour. From Glasgow Queen Street High Level we proceed through 3 signalling areas controlled from Carlair's Signalling Centre. I recommend the Track Maps Scotland and Isle of Man book 5th edition, which gives details of this route and signalling areas.
ScotRail service to Edinburgh Waverley. This train will call at Croy and Falkirk High, Haymarket, before terminating at Edinburgh Waverley at 16:52. Please ensure all luggage is stored safely in the overhead racks with large items in the dedicated luggage spaces. Please familiarise yourself with the safety information.
Line speed is 50 miles per hour from entering the 1,006 yard long tunnel. So now that we are clear of the crossover, we can power up to full once we reach 20 miles per hour at notch 5 and let the train do its best up the 1 in 45 incline. We need to perform our moving brake test, which I will perform once we clear the Carlair's incline. Up and down lines are bidirectional. Clearing Queen Street High Level Tunnel, we have a green. The signalling is 4 aspects. Brake tests require a full service application losing at least 10 miles per hour. The clearly visible ground frost means that regular brake testing is needed, so I'm taking note of the time and will perform another brake test in 5 minutes to prevent components freezing. Although Glasgow Queen Street to Edinburgh services are Class 170 Turbostar serviced, it is important to be familiar with the extra requirements for the Class 158 units operating services around this area in regards to freezing conditions, namely the requirement for a full service brake application every 2 minutes, restricted maximum speed of 75 miles per hour, keeping 10 miles per hour below the maximum permitted speed although not requiring restriction below 50 miles per hour. The full details are outlined in the current sectional appendix. Having cleared Carolairs East Junction, our line speed increases from 50 miles per hour to 85 miles per hour. Line speed 100 miles per hour, which is the maximum line speed. This is Cadder with up and down passenger loops and sidings on the right. We transfer to Carolair Signalling Centre's last controlled area on this route. Clearing Cadder, the down E&G becomes unidirectional, whilst the up E&G that we are travelling along remains bidirectional into Lenzie Station. Lenzie, originally opened as Kirkintilloch Junction, an original E&G station. Time to warm the brakes up. As we approach the loops at Gartshore, I will prepare for a stop at Croy by taking off power. Where the up pasture loop reconnects with the up ENG, I will make a step 2 brake application for our station stop. We are a 3-car train and the car stop marker is at the far end of the platform.
We will shortly be arriving at Croy. Please ensure that you have all your belongings with you if you're leaving the train here. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge and take care in today's Baltic conditions on the platform.
If we approach Croy Viaduct at 75 miles per hour and clear at 70 miles per hour with the front of the train, we know we're slowing down as needed for the stop. Our departure speed limit is 100 miles per hour and Falkirk High is our next station stop in just over 10 miles. As we're sitting at the platform, our brakes are cooling, so I will time our next brake test and warm up from our stopping time, not the departure time.
Our next calling point is Falkirk High in approximately 9 minutes' time. Please have tickets and rail cards ready for inspection as I will be passing through the train shortly.
As we clear Castle Kerry Viaduct, we are signalled by the panel in Greenhill Junction signal box. Our brakes are now nice and warm for our stop at Falkirk High. Clearing Greenhill Upper Junction, I am letting our speed ease down to 90 miles per hour as part of our approach for Falkirk High. I will power down when crossing the Union Canal. We are now crossing the Union Canal, so with the power off, I will use the next AWS ramp as a brake step 2 point.
We are shortly arriving at Falkirk High. Please ensure that you have all your belongings with you when leaving the train. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge, and take extra care in today's freezing conditions on the platform as there may be ice.
taking note of our arrival time to work out our next brake test time. When we depart Falkirk High, our line speed changes to 95 miles per hour and we are signalled from Pullman Power Box. The line speed drops to 90 miles per hour just before Pullman Junction, so I will not be exceeding that.
Passengers joining us, welcome aboard the First ScotRail service to Edinburgh Waverley. Our next stop is Haymarket. Please have unchecked tickets and rail cards ready for inspection. Thank you.
Line speed returns to maximum 100 miles per hour. Line speed 90 miles per hour. We're coming up on brake testing time. runtime is generous at this point, but I still need to compensate for all the time added through managing the brakes in freezing conditions. We have to do another brake test in 5 minutes time. I wonder how the Class 158 driver is getting on. This is Bowness Junction, where you often see interesting stuff. Line speed 90 miles per hour and clearing the Avon Viaduct. Signalling for the remainder of our journey is from Edinburgh Signalling Centre, controlling the final 5 areas on this route. Maximum line speed now applies through to the approach to Winchborough. This is Linlithgow. Up passenger loop on the left and engineering siding on the right. With Wynford Bray on our right, we are passing through Phillipstown, approaching Winchborough. We have to perform another brake test. We are making good time, and there is no advantage to approaching Haymarket early, so we won't be coming back up to 100 miles per hour. approaching Winchborough Junction, line speed drops to 80 miles per hour. However, Class 158 and 170 are exclusively permitted a line speed of 90 miles per hour until entering Winchborough Tunnel, with a line speed of 80 miles per hour applying. I'm taking the lower speed at this point to help us with our timings. Exiting Winchborough Tunnel, the line speed of 90 miles per hour applies for 1 3/4 miles, taking us to the 7-arch Raffle Viaduct, where the line speed drops to 80 miles per hour. However, Class 158 and Class 170 can continue at 90 miles per hour. The 90 mile per hour speed resumes shortly after clearing the 36-arch River Amond Viaduct. The overhead electrification comes in from the Bathgate and Airdrie line, providing a full electric train service boosting capacity between Edinburgh and Glasgow Queen Street low level. Our classic E&G route still offers the fastest time between the two cities. I don't enjoy the frequent full-service brake applications due to the potential discomfort caused to passengers, so I will take this opportunity to remind ourselves about the work priority of all passenger transport drivers. Our duty is to get passengers to their destinations safely, comfortably, and on time. We can compromise the lower items in that list where required for the requirements above. That means we can compromise on timing for comfort, comfort for safety, but safety is on top and so cannot be intentionally compromised ever. These rules apply to trains, buses and coaches and any other passenger transport medium. Today we are compromising comfort to keep our brakes effective, thus ensuring safety. are now passing under the A720 Edinburgh City Bypass and Edinburgh Park Station. A good power-off point for the approach into Haymarket. Edinburgh Park is served regularly by Glasgow Queen Street low-level services as well as Dunblane services. We now have adverse signalling, which is to be expected. If I lose enough speed early, we might be able to time our approach to avoid having to stop. We now transfer from the up E&G to the up South line at the site of the former Saughton Junction. Line speed now 90 miles per hour. Ballgreen Road Overline Bridge and Haymarket West Junction. Nice timing. So now I can proceed into Haymarket, which has a 40 miles per hour line speed from Haymarket East Junction.
We are approaching Haymarket. Change here for the bus link to Edinburgh Airport. Please make sure you have all your belongings with you as you leave the train. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Thank you for travelling for ScotRail.
The divergent speed to the north lines is 25 miles per hour. We are boarded for platform 3, which is important as up and down lines are unidirectional through to Princess Street Gardens. Taking note of the double yellow signal aspect, departure line speed is 40 miles per hour, whilst trains on the down south line can proceed in that direction at 50 miles per hour.
Edinburgh Waverley is our next and final stop. Please be sure to have all your belongings with you as you leave the train. Mind the gap between the train and the platform edge and take extra care in today's freezing conditions. Thank you for travelling with First ScotRail.
This signal inside Haymarket South Tunnel is a good indication that we need to be ready to exit at the line speed of 20 miles per hour through Princess Street Gardens into Waverley. Lines at this stage are bi-directional. We are boarded for platform 14 straight ahead. That's an early arrival despite the need for frequent brake testing. Thank you for joining Peter and I today. We hope you join us again soon. More E&G and Dunblane videos to follow. Subscribe if you'd like to know when the next video is available.